Deadly attack by Fano fighters in the Amhara region. Dozens of ENDF soldiers were killed today in a multi-pronged attack. Secondly, good news from Eritrea. After years, this good news came from Eritrea. And lastly, former Minister of Peace has been sentenced to 7 years imprisonment. What was the crime committed by this man? Uh, Welcome to the channel. Thank you for watching. No live chat tonight because I've been a little busy and not feeling well too. So from tomorrow, we'll resume live chats. Firstly, former Minister of Peace of Ethiopia has been convicted and punished, sentenced to imprisonment for 7 years and 2 months. I'm talking about Taye Dendea, former State Minister of Peace of Ethiopia. He's from the Oromia region, member of Prosperity Party. Taye Dendea was one of the very vocal PP members. He was vocal in his criticism of the Prosperity Party, criticism of the Ethiopian Prime Minister. And once he published some very controversial and provocative remarks against the Ethiopian PM, accusing the Prime Minister of waging wars and killing people and creating havoc and destruction in Ethiopia. He was arrested. He was put in prison, and prosecutors filed charges against him. He was accused of allegedly supporting armed groups like Roma Liberation Army. He was accused of being in possession of firearms. A court in two charges were dropped against him, but Lidata Federal High Court announced a verdict today on the 5th of December. 7 years, 2 month imprisonment has been awarded to Taye Dendea by Federal High Court. This is the branch. What was the allegation? Allegation is illegal possession of firearms. Allegedly, he was found in possession of AK-47. AK-47, which is all over Amhara region, all over Romania. Anyone can buy, easily buy, by the way, AK-47 in Ethiopia. Fano fighters all in possession of AK-47. Locals are armed too, by the way, in Ethiopia. People in Afar region, people in Gondar keep themselves armed. Are all of them legally armed? No. People in Romania too. And by the way, government has been arming people. You know that Ethiopian government has been arming people, telling people to arm themselves. But it wasn't a crime because government was doing that. If Taye Dendea was found in possession of one AK-47, he must now serve 7 year, 2 month imprisonment. That's how the government operates. If you criticize the government, if you criticize the Prime Minister, you cannot survive in Ethiopia. Your destination is prison or you must flee the country. Secondly, viewers, deadly attack by Fano fighters in the Amhara region, where dozens of ENDF soldiers were killed in an attack on Friday. It happened in Matimma Voreda, Shimelagara, Kabele, where Gondar Fano launched a multi-pronged attack. From multiple directions, they stormed Kabele. where there was a regional force base reportedly. Amhara Fano National Force commanders led this operation. Was AFPO part of it or not? We don't know, but you know that AFPO and AFNF have been jointly operating in Gondar. Reportedly, several dozen soldiers, members of Ethiopian security forces, were killed in this deadly attack in Matimma Wareda, which is on Ethiopia-Sudan border. In Matimma town, there is a border crossing which people have to pass if they want to enter Sudan from Ethiopia or vice versa. Fano fighters have managed to maintain their presence in border areas. Matimma, Kwara, other Waredas on Ethiopia-Sudan border, Amhara-Sudan border are partially under Fano's control. And the supply lines pass through these Waredas. They receive support, supplies, weapons from Sudan. Eritrea supports them through Sudan, and all these supply routes pass through Matimma, Kwara, and other border areas. Military has launched so many operations in border areas. Military could not remove Fano from the border Waredas. Lastly, was good news for the people of Eritrea or from Eritrea. Eritrean government of Isaias Afwerki, President Isaias Afwerki, is known for keeping people in prison for decades. Some died in prisons. Over 20 years ago, people were accused of sabotage and subversion, and they were put in prisons. And they were not allowed a court hearing. They died. Some of them died. International human rights organizations have been issuing statements urging Eritrea to give right a fair trial to the prisoners, but nothing worked. The good news is about 13 people who were imprisoned 18 years ago in Eritrea. These 18 prisoners were accused of plotting assassination of Simon Gebredingal. Colonel Simon Gebredingal was the head of internal security in Eritrea. He was very close to Eritrean President Isaias Afwerki back then. Assassination attempt happened. I think Colonel Simon survived. Then a trial began. Some businessmen, police officials, others, they were found involved. Allegedly, they were found involved and they were put in prisons. Since the attack, since the assassination attempt 18 years ago, these people have been in prison. They have been in a prison outside Asmara, but they have been released now. Interesting, by the way, that these people spent 18 years in prison without a single court appearance. This is how law, judiciary work in Eritrea. Luckily, they have been released, reportedly. By the way, we are in December 2025. In December 2013, I think. Yes, in December 2013, Siham Abdul Ali was put in prison. Siham is the daughter of Ali Abdul, former Minister of Foreign Affairs of Eritrea. Ali Abdo, Minister of Information of Eritrea, defected. He fled Eritrea. When his family, his brother, his daughter, tried to flee Eritrea, they were arrested by Eritrean security forces. Siham was put in prison. And since then, since 2013, Siham Abdul Ali has been in prison. So while 13 people have been released from prison, and they have been in prison for 18 years, Siham should also be released from prison. In December, human rights organizations issue statements calling for the release of the girl who was less than 18 years old when she was put in prison. But for over a decade, the poor girl has been in prison. What was her crime? Whatever happened, it was committed by the father, Ali Abdu, not by Siham. What is Siham's crime? He's still in prison in Eritrea. Thanks for watching.